New at 10, they're the images Oklahomans will never forget. And now, 3 months after thousands of teachers took to the state capitol demanding more money for education, they say it simply isn't enough. And now, for the first time in years, Tulsa Public Schools will be drawing money from an emergency fund. 2 Works For You reporter Megan Allison shows us why officials are using a last resort to avoid cutting teachers.
Because honestly, what we're doing hasn't been working. We're a failing district. What we're doing isn't enough, but you can't ask your teachers to work any harder.
For the first time in more than 5 years, Tulsa Public Schools is pulling from its reserve fund. Over the last 2 years, they relied on cutting staff. This summer, they're using roughly $6 million instead to fill an expected $7 million deficit.
Well, initially my thoughts were those of relief, because as administrators, every year we kind of hold our breath to see what's going to happen with staffing. And while we understand the district is in a financial pinch, the state funding is not adequate.
The district is looking to prevent growing class sizes. At McClure Elementary, classes are expanding by about 5 students every year.
Tempting for a teacher to leave mid-year or soon after the year starts if the task seems impossible because of the number of students that are in their classroom.
Staff with the district say enrollment is declining every year. As that number goes down, funding from the state plummets with it.
So when we start thinking about the amount of funding that we are receiving, but then simultaneously take into account that we are losing students, how do we then turn the ship around and get to a place where we need to be?
TPS administration tell us the $6,000 teacher pay raise does not make up for close to $100 million cut in education by the state over the last 10 years.
It's not going to be enough. So although we are funding teacher salaries, we are funding support staff salaries, there's additional textbook money, which is great. All of it's great first step, but that's what it is. It's a first step into additional funding that we need.
The Education Board says this is not a long-term solution, as relying on the district's savings account is not sustainable. Reporting in Tulsa, Megan Allison, 2 Works For You.